I wish to provide another brief update on the deliberate, unprovoked, and unlawful war of aggression launched by the United States and the Israeli regime against the sovereignty and territorial integrity of the Islamic Republic of Iran. Today is the 11th consecutive day of this brutal war against the people of Iran, which began on 28 February. During this time, the United States and Israeli regime continue their massive attack against Iran and the Iranian people without pause, day and night. They are deliberately and discriminately targeting civilians and civilian infrastructure across my country. They show no respect for international law and no restraint in committing these crimes. Densely populated residential area and critical civilian infrastructure are deliberately targeted. So far, these horrific crimes have resulted in the martyrdom of more than 1,300 civilians. They have also destroyed 9,669 civilian sites, including 7,943 residential homes, 1,617 commercial and service centers, 32 medical and pharmaceutical facilities, 65 schools and educational institutions, 13 Red Cross buildings, and several energy supply facilities. These figures continue to rise every day as the United States and Israel carry out continuous military attacks and war crimes across cities throughout Iran. On the night of the 7th March, aggressor aircraft launched heavy strike on fuel storage facilities in Teheran and other cities. This attack released large quantities of hazardous and toxic pollutant into the atmosphere. According to the Iranian Red Crescent Society, the explosion caused severe air pollution and serious health risk for civilians, especially children, women, and elderly, and those with critical health conditions. Rainfall on the morning of the 8th March further spread the pollutants through highly acidic precipitation, increasing the risk of the respiratory harm and environmental contamination. Medical centers in Tehran have been placed on high alert. The residents have been advised to remain indoors. This heinous attack also violates international environmental obligations, including those under the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change and the Convention on Biological Diversity. In the early morning of 7th March, Mehrabad Airport in Tehran came under heavy attack. Several civilian aircraft and airport facilities were destroyed or severely damaged. On the same day, the United States deliberately targeted a freshwater desalination plant on Geshm Island on Hormozgan province. As a result, water supplies to 30 villages were disrupted, putting thousands of civilians at serious risk. Meanwhile, the President of the United States has been threatened complete destruction and certain death for areas and groups of the people that had not previously been targeted. Yesterday, the President of the United States openly expressed pride in the destruction of civilian infrastructure, Iran's navy, and killing of Iranian sailors. Their intention is clear: to terrorize civilians, massacre innocent people, and cause maximum destruction and suffering. The world is witnessing how a rogue and irresponsible state, together with an illegitimate regime, is targeting the Iranian schools, hospitals, residential building infrastructure, sports hall, and relief facilities. These attacks have already claimed the lives of hundreds of innocent civilians, including women and children. All perpetrators must be held fully accountable. It is deeply regrettable that Security Council continues to remain silent. The Council is turning a blind eye to this grave violation, despite its primary responsibility under the UN Charter to maintain international peace and security. Instead, some Council members are attempting to reverse the roles and position of victims and aggressors. They seek to reward the aggressor and punish the victims through a biased and politically motivated resolution. Such action, if adopted, would severely damage and undermine the credibility and legitimacy of the Council. If adopted, it will be a stain on the credibility and reputation of the Security Council. If adopted, the aggressor, Israel and the United States, will be rewarded and emboldened to carry out further acts of aggression. Today it is Iran, tomorrow it could be any other sovereign state.
Jelajahi cara baru mendapatkan informasi. Download MetroTV Extend sekarang.